The UEFA Champions League is where legends are made. On a crisp September evening, the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium was the perfect stage for another chapter. This was not just any group stage match. Real Madrid Olympique de Marseille. For Real Madrid, a club synonymous with this competition, it was the start of their quest for an incredible 16th European crown. For Marseille, a proud French club with their own European history, it was a chance to make a statement to prove they could compete with the very best. The air was thick with anticipation as the famous Champions League anthem echoed under the stadium's closed roof. The scene inside the newly refurbished Santiago Bernabéu was simply breathtaking. It was a sea of white with an incredible energy buzzing through the stands. Every seat was filled, and the fans were ready to play their part. You could feel the weight of history in the air. No French team had ever managed to win at this fortress in the Champions League. They stood shoulder to shoulder, their faces etched with determination. The match held a special significance for both sides. For Real Madrid, it was about starting their campaign strong at home and asserting their dominance early in the group. Jude Bellingham returning to the lineup, Federico Valverde proudly wearing the captain's armband. The team was a blend of youthful energy and seasoned experience. Marseille saw this as an opportunity to defy the odds. A positive result in Madrid would send a shockwave across Europe and give them immense confidence for their Champions League journey. They were the underdogs, but that can be a powerful motivator. As the referee's whistle blew to signal kickoff, a thunderous roar erupted from the home supporters. The game started at a blistering pace, with Real Madrid immediately looking to control possession and press forward. The Marseille defenders, however, were organized and resolute, absorbing the early pressure with a calm focus. Real Madrid, driven by the relentless support of their home crowd, began to turn up the pressure as the first half wore on. The ball was moving quickly, slick passes from midfield, finding the forwards in dangerous positions. The Marseille goalkeeper was called into action several times, making a series of impressive saves to keep his team level. Just when it seemed Marseille had weathered the storm, the breakthrough finally came. In the 38th minute, Rodrigo on the wing produced a brilliant piece of individual skill. He delivered a perfect cross into the box. There was Kylian Mbappé, rising highest to head the ball powerfully into the back of the net. The stadium exploded in a deafening roar. The goal sent waves of pure joy and relief through the Bernabéu. Mbappé ran to the corner flag, soaking in the adoration of his new supporters. It felt like a pivotal moment, the goal that would open the floodgates. The players looked energized, and for a few minutes Marseille seemed stunned. However, football is a game of surprises, and Marseille were not ready to surrender. Just moments before the halftime whistle, they silenced the boisterous home crowd with a goal of their own. A swift counterattack caught the Real Madrid defense off guard. A clever through ball split the center backs, and Marseille's striker, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, used his pace to race onto it. With the composure of a seasoned veteran, he coolly slotted the ball past the onrushing goalkeeper. The small section of traveling Marseille fans erupted in celebration, their voices a pocket of defiance in the suddenly quiet stadium. The equalizer completely changed the atmosphere inside the stadium. The confident roars were replaced by a tense silence, punctuated by the jubilant shouts from the away supporters. The Real Madrid players looked visibly frustrated, having conceded so close to half-time. The goal gave Marseille a massive psychological boost, sending them into the dressing room on level terms and full of belief. As the teams walked off for the break, the score was 1-1, and the match was perfectly poised for a dramatic second half. The second half began with a renewed sense of urgency from Real Madrid. The halftime team talk clearly had an effect. They came out playing with even greater intensity. The crowd found its voice once more, urging their team forward with every attack. Jude Bellingham started to dominate the midfield. He was everywhere, winning tackles, driving forward with the ball, trying to create chances for his teammates. Marseille stayed disciplined in defense, making it hard for Madrid to break through. The match became a battle. Madrid's relentless attack, Marseille's organized defense. Visitors absorbed pressure, then counterattacked with speed and precision. A tense, end-to-end spectacle, nerve-wracking for both sets of fans. Every time Madrid lost the ball, anxiety washed over the Bernabéu as Marseille surged. The game sat on a knife's edge. The next goal felt like the winner. Past the 70th minute, Madrid threw everything at the Marseille goal. Substitutes came on for fresh energy. Attacks turned desperate. Then, in the 85th minute, the moment arrived. An unlikely source, the captain, Federico Valverde. After a corner was partially cleared, the ball sat 25 yards out to Valverde. He struck without hesitation, the ball rocketed into the top corner. The goalkeeper had no chance. The Bernabeu erupted into pandemonium. A goal of sheer brilliance, it broke Marseille's hearts and sent the home crowd into ecstasy after a long, anxious wait. The final few minutes of the match were frantic. Marseille, with nothing left to lose, pushed forward in search of a second equalizer. The Real Madrid defenders had to be at their best to repel the late surge. The home crowd roared with every successful clearance, counting down the seconds until the final whistle. When the referee finally blew the whistle for full time, a massive wave of relief and celebration swept through the Santiago Bernabéu. The players on the pitch collapsed in a mixture of exhaustion and joy. The fans sang the names of their heroes, especially Valverde, the man whose moment of magic had secured the 3 points. The final score was 2-1 to Real Madrid. The Marseille players, despite their disappointment, could hold their heads high. They had gone toe-to-toe with the kings of Europe in their own fortress, and had come agonizingly close to earning a historic result. Their performance showed they belonged at this level. This victory was crucial for Real Madrid's Champions League ambitions. Starting the group stage with a win, especially in such a tough match, sets a positive tone for the rest of their campaign. For Marseille, while the loss was painful, their performance will give them immense confidence. They proved they can compete with the very best, and they will feel they have a real chance of picking up points against the other teams in the group. In the end, it was a night that showcased everything that makes the Champions League so special. Incredible skill-high drama, passionate fans, and moments of brilliance that will be remembered for years to come. Real Madrid took a vital step forward in their quest for another European title, but Marseille showed the world that they are a force to be reckoned with. As the fans streamed out of the stadium, they were already talking about Valverde's stunning winner and the thrilling start to another European adventure. The journey had just begun, but this match was a perfect reminder of why these nights are cherished above all others.